Hello, glad for joining us on the 3-day weather forecast. On Wednesday, we saw a storm which developed over Cameroon and propagated into the country, affecting places in parts of the central and northern Nigeria as the storm propagated from the eastern part to the western parts of the country. And so for the rest of Thursday, we expect this storm to have given rains to parts of Adamawa, Taraba, and also the central parts of the country, including the Federal Capital Territory. We also expect the southeastern parts of the country to be affected by storms much later in the day, while places around Niger and Kwara State are expected to be affected much later by the storm that is propagating from the central part of the country towards the western part. The cloudy conditions over the inland cities are expected to also produce some rains with much insolation much later in the day. For our temperature forecast, we expect the highest value of 42 degrees Celsius during the day over Damaturu and 22 degrees Celsius at night over this area, while the lowest temperature of 29 degrees Celsius is expected over Jos in Plateau State, and nighttime temperature of 17 degrees Celsius, while the day is 29 degrees Celsius. Other parts of the south are expected to experience temperatures within the range of 32 and 36 degrees Celsius, except Kogi State, where we are likely to see daytime highs reach 37 degrees Celsius. For our air quality forecast, we expect moderate air quality index across most parts of the country without any serious threat to the health of persons. Good air quality in places that appear in green over the southern parts of the country. But over the north, we still have prospects for air quality that is considered unhealthy for sensitive group of persons in places that appear in orange, and for all categories of persons only in Borno State. By Friday, we expect to see cloudy and partly cloudy conditions over the northeastern parts of the country, with prospects for thunderstorms much later in the day in parts of the central states and also towards the western parts of the north, talking about Sokoto and also parts of Kebbi, and also the inland cities are expected to be cloudy, while the southeastern coast has prospects for some thunderstorms. We expect maximum temperature values to remain 42 degrees Celsius as the highest value over Damaturu, and nighttime temperature of 22, while Meduguri is expected to be 40 during the day and 27 during the night hours. We expect the lowest temperature to decrease slightly over just Plateau State, where we are expected to see 28 degrees Celsius as the daytime high and 18 degrees Celsius as night temperatures. Over the southern parts of the country, we expect values to still range between 32 to 36 degrees Celsius over most places in the south. For air quality on this day, we still expect most parts of the country that appear in yellow to have moderate air quality index, and places in green are expected to have good air quality across these places. However, parts of the north are still expected to have air quality that is considered unhealthy only for sensitive group of persons around these areas in orange, while places in red show air quality that is considered unhealthy for all categories of persons. By Saturday, we expect partly cloudy conditions to prevail over the northeastern parts of the country, with prospects for thunderstorms around Katsina and also towards Guzo areas. We also expect to see thunderstorms affect parts of Niger and Kwara State, as well as the central parts of the country, including the FCT. The inland cities of the south down to the coastal areas should also watch out for some thunderstorms with rain. For our maximum temperature forecast and minimum temperatures, we still expect the highest values over the northeastern parts of the country at 40 and 42 degrees Celsius, while the lowest values are still expected over Jos in Plateau State at 27 degrees Celsius during the day, while nighttime temperature over Jos is expected to be 17 degrees Celsius. Over the southern parts, we still expect a range of temperatures during the day to be between 32 degrees Celsius and 36 degrees Celsius. And for our air quality forecast, we expect most parts of the country in yellow to have moderate air quality index without any serious threat to the health of persons, while places in green show good air quality, and places in the north which show red and orange coloration are expected to have air quality that is considered unhealthy for sensitive group of persons and also for all categories of persons in places that appear in red. This is where we'll wrap up our 3 days weather forecast. Thanks for watching and see you again. I remain Paul Ugbah.